Bobby Caldwell, DZ, What You Won't Do for Love. Hey, welcome back. Thanks in advance for watching. And I am driving the Porsche VGT in the VGT World Cup at Interlagos in Brazil. This is a great track. It's super technical and it's an F1 track. And I'm sure there are other races that use it, but for me it's most popular for F1. And about this car, I didn't want to buy it at first because it's $1 million. And even though, $1 million credits. And even though I can afford the $1 million credits, it's just a bit ridiculous that you pay $1 million credits for a car, and if you win the race, you win 80,000 credits. There are 3 races in this, and do the math. If you win all 3 races, you're still not even a quarter of a way for paying for the car that you purchased just for these races, right? Before I made the purchase, or what prompted me to make the purchase, was that I got the Ferrari VGT. You know, I think everybody got that with the 1.27 update this past week or two. And it's a great looking car. Handles well, but it's not the way how this game is set up, that you have to meet the PP, which is 850 if I'm correct, right? So this car, the Porsche VGT, has 1,000 horsepower and is at 815 roughly PVT, just stock. No real modifications you can do to it besides changing the tires, which I don't even remember if I did or not. I probably got some racing softs for this because it's a short race. But back to the point that I'm trying to make is that with the Ferrari VGT, it's a free car, and it does come in at over 1,000 pp. Well, let me get this right. It's over 1,000 horsepower and probably like 900 plus pp. So to get it down to 850, you have to throw on racing hards, or do all this stuff to bring it down to the required pp 850, right? So by the time you do that, the horsepower is reduced so much so that when I raced against this car, this Porsche VGT, it ran away from the Ferrari like it was standing still on the straights. The Ferrari can hang out on the curves because it's very wide, very stable, great aero, but it just could not compete with this car. So the ultimate point that I'm trying to make is that it's a ridiculous premise to give the Ferrari for free, but it can't compete. And I got second place a couple of times. I tried it on the different tracks and I got second place. I may share a lap or two, I don't know, but it was really frustrating. So by the end of those races, I decided to, screw it. I'm gonna buy the Porsche VGT, and you'll see the results. But it's just like, come on, whatever. Right. So this car that I'm behind, I'm just gonna rant on this one. This car is really distracting because to me it looks like a big bug that's flapping its wings. It's like one of those big, I don't know, pill bugs or some water bug. It's like a big gross bug. But every time you come close, it like flaps up. Like, see that? It was always distracting to me because I'm like, what is? It's just visually disturbing. So I try and get past that car as quickly as possible because staying behind it is just, it's just something about it. All right, so we're at lap 4, and I've been complaining for a long time, but I made it up to 3rd place because this car is mad quick. But it's the future. It's electric, so there is no sound. There is no audio or audible cues that we're used to. That, oh, I'm accelerating, or I'm going really fast, or I'm braking. You have to rely on visual and maybe not. It's a game, so there's nothing really physical going on. There's no feedback through the wheel for this, unless you're on roller strips, which, is not a common thing. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet for a bit so you can hear the silence. So you get the idea. There's not much pomp and circumstance with the driving of this car that we're used to. But as I'm sure you can tell, it is fast. It is wicked fast. And one of the things that I do with this car is that I hug the inside apexes as much as possible because it's so quick that definitely, of course, you have to brake. But there are a couple of, like, this is one, it's kind of a blind right. But the next one is definitely a blind right. And so, not this one, hug the inside, this one here. It's so blind that if you don't hug the apex, at least for me, I go out wide and I'll go straight off track and forget about it. It's a done deal. Race is over. All right, so hug the inside apex. We're coming up to the last selection of a grouping of turns. This is a wide right-hander. This one, you don't have to hug the inside too much, but beware, you can go off if you accelerate too soon. So this is a short straight. The longest straight is a very short straight on this track. Hug the inside, this left, right. It's a nice little selection, left, right. Keep hugging, not too much. Don't go into the grass. That's another way to lose your ass in the grass. This is a straight. And you can pick up a lot of speed from the left to the, to the right to the left. Over, gotta keep braking because you can also run wide here. Stay pretty much to the middle and accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Brake, brake, brake. Hug that right inside apex. And again, a little bit, but there's another right coming up really quick. Hug that inside, then straighten out quickly. You have to be quick on that. Hug the left apex, come off, accelerate, then we're going right again. This is that blind right. It doesn't look too bad from here, but when you're actually driving, for me, it comes up quick and dirty. Left, accelerate, accelerate, brake, 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 left apex, then swing out to the right a bit, then left again, stay in the center, gas, 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 Gas. And hold the wheel tight. Stay in the center. Gas, gas, gas. And that is my talk to the lap. If you made it this far, thanks for listening to me rant and rave, unless you fast forwarded. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. Give a like. I know, last video got like 2 views. Really? Is it that boring? Okay. Once again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'll try and upload another one soon, or do a compilation or something. I keep promising myself to do a compilation, but we'll see. Alright, there's the flag. The other Porsche was right behind me, waiting for a mistake. All right, take care, folks. Stay safe. Until next time.